Shalom. First and foremost, as always, giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim and Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. I want to give a special peace and blessings and salutations to the elect. All right, I'm the brother Zion. And real quick, this short video was sent in our camp group chat. And I just wanted to do a quick response on it. Lord willing, this is edifying. Because ultimately, this can be an interesting week for Babylon the Great. You know, so-called election week, which is November 3rd. You know, they're supposed to announce who the president is. All right. And this is all planned out. You know, all these things that you see on the news, you know, this is all planned out from on top, from the elites, because they want chaos to happen. All right. Now, in this particular video here on the screen, I'm not going to play it. But if you brothers want to check it out, it's on Dabu's channel. And it's entitled "Get Ready for Chaos." Windows boarded up, National Guard rolled out, investors suddenly freaking out. Because people are saying it could be a civil war, you know, but it very well could be. That's why I said this is an interesting week for Babylon the Great. You know, because if Trump wins, you're gonna have people, you know, they're gonna be crying, boo-hooing, you know, because he's labeled as, you know, the racist, the bigot, you know. So a lot of people of color, Israelites, shall I say, all right, the tribes, they're gonna freak out, you know, and that's gonna put the battery in Esau Edom's back, you know, because since Trump got elected, these Edomites have had a certain level of pride. And the reason why they're pushing so hard for him to get reelected is because they want to keep that pride. Now, Biden is basically the Israelites are voting for Biden, you know, because they believe that he's going to somehow save them. OK, which is not going to happen. But if Biden is elected, you're going to have a lot of these so-called white supremacists and these Trump supporters. All right. They're going to basically tear shit up, you know, bring out the guns, you know, flood the streets because they want to continue to keep that pride. Like I said. Now, anyway, you know, at the end of the day, the society is going to be destroyed anyway. OK, America, Babylon the Great is done. The dollar is done. They want to bring in the mark of the beast to chip the people. OK, and, you know, they want the New World Order. That's ultimately what it comes down to. Now, we're going to go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, and we're going to start at verse 7. It says, and thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever. And this is, by the way, when you read the first verse, this is talking about the virgin daughter of Babylon, OK, which is America, Babylon the Great. All right, which is America, the United States of America. That's the virgin daughter of Babylon. OK, in Isaiah, the 47th chapter. Your great beloved USA. All right, which is written in biblical prophecy. OK, Salakia. So it says, and thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever. So that thou didst not lay these things to thine heart, neither didst thou remember the latter end of it. OK, and for those of you who don't know, America was named after Amerigo Vespucci. Now, the reason why it's named America and not Amerigo is because when you do the research on it, it says America is the feminine way of saying Amerigo, which proves that America it goes by, it's basically a lady, and that's all biblical prophecy, you know. So, and look into it if you don't believe me. All right. It says, therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am and none else beside me. And when you look at this country as a whole, this place is given to pleasures. It's a big pool of sinners, man. You can do what you want. You can do as thou wilt in America. You can be what you want to be. If you want to be a part of the alphabet people, you can do that. If you want to be a drag queen, you can do that. You can do whatever you want in America. You're given to pleasures. You can be a drug kingpin. You can do whatever you want, man. And people dwell carelessly in this place. It says that saith in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Now, this is the Lord's judgment. All right. It says, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. And this place is full of enchantments. Okay. Everywhere you go from the, Salakia, let's put this on airplane mode before we get a distraction. Everywhere you go from the signs, all right, you can look around and there's different signs on different buildings. That's enchantments. What you see on your television, enchantments. Symbolisms, enchantments. What they teach your children, enchantments. Everything's filled with enchantments, man. That's why it says, for the great abundance of thine enchantments. And the scriptures say, for the multitude of thy sorcery. This place is also filled with a bunch of sorcery. It says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge it have perverted thee. And thou said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. And that's what Esau does. He trusts in his wickedness. He trusts in his witchcraft. Okay? Because he's a witch himself. It says, therefore shall evil come upon thee, that thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off. And that's why all these things are happening to this society, man. And Esau can't stop his society from falling. Why? Because it's written in the scriptures. The Lord said, when mischief shall fall upon you, you're not going to be able to put it off. You're not going to be able to just continue to put a patch, a Band-Aid on it. Pretty soon it's just going to fall, man. And we're looking at this week, it could very well be a small civil war or civil war, man. And it's all because of who's the president. It's never been like that in Babylon the Great. But now this place is on the edge. It's on edge, man. It says, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. So the Lord said, you've been dealing with these sorceries from your youth, man. That's why the scriptures say the wicked are estranged from the womb. And to go further into it, since America so-called gained its independence, all right, when you first became a so-called independent nation, you've always been wicked. You've always been wicked, man. Okay, this has never been a righteous society. But when they say make America great again, that just means put you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans back in bondage and put the Edomites on top, along with the other nations, primarily the Edomites. That's what that means. So it could very well be an abundance of chaos this week, man. This is going to be an interesting week in America. All right. It's going to be we live in interesting times, man. You got these people boarding up their businesses. The National Guard is waiting. They on standby. Okay. So when you read I believe this is the description, it says earlier we reported that amid fears of the election night chaos, the White House has been put on lockdown. And that according to NBC sources, beginning tomorrow, a non-scalable fence will be erected to secure the White House complex. Because people might fucking try to run up in the White House. That's how crazy it's gotten, man. It says ellipse in Lafayette Square with 250 National Guardsmen on standby. And you better believe they strapped, waiting for you Jakes to try to do something. And they're going to most likely have orders to kill you on sight. Okay? So we're going to wait to see what happens. All right? The scriptures tell us to watch as well as pray. Like I said, either way it goes, whoever the president is, Yahweh Shai is still coming back to destroy this place, man. Shalom.